Apparently Carl Sagan's playing something with Bowsette. That is certainly something.
I do not care for the Bowsette memes.
But yeah, we have Canvas Curse. That is not a Super Mario World hack. Presumably the one with 1 hour of playtime. I just only have an hour 14 of playtime. I definitely had a longer stream than that. Maybe not. Maybe it was pretty short. Hey, Dark, what's up? You are muted. Ready?
Probably because you forgot push to talk again.
Kirby is sad. Or not, as we established last time. Alright. First ice course. This is second to last level theme. Hello. It's not what I intended to do at all. It has the best music in the game. Objectively. As all ice stages do. Oh, a green switch. I admire the speedrunners that are able to do those loops consistently in the right place. Yeah, this is definitely a level that helps to have that extra life that I bought last time. Or vitality, whatever you want to call it. Stamina.
You got 3 last time, right?
Yeah. I don't know why that one just broke in midair, but we'll take it. And I think this is the last power that we haven't seen thus far. Freeze. This is kind of what you would expect. And it's gone. But I'm over here, so that's all that matters.
I like how you can just hold it and then ride it. The rainbow curse.
Hold what?
I like ride the rainbow track just while you're holding the power up. It's pretty cool. No pun intended.
Oh yeah, I'm not holding it. It just goes for a very long time by itself.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes my memory.
No, I'm pretty sure the DS did not care for double tap. Just noticed that bottom path. Probably didn't need that. What a save. Please go the other way, Kirby.
I appreciate this game has some sound effects from Smash Brothers. Because I heard the target sound.
I think I goofed.
No, you're still good.
Only barely hit the switch. I hit... Okay, no. That's how you're meant to get out of there. Like one of those ice sliding block puzzles. Just kind of stuck with whatever direction you happen to be going until you get out of the loop. We have one of those hit all the switches in sequence puzzles. I think at this point in the game, we've kind of seen most of the main mechanics. So now it's just iteration and getting more complicated puzzles presented with you.
And harder setups and rooms.
More ice spikes and so forth. This one would be super fun to do with little line, by which I mean it wouldn't. Thankfully this isn't in there. The identical room from a later ice level is. Not identical, but same idea. I'm gonna get hit by those spikes, because I couldn't stop that. I really should have known better. It'll be quite sad if I end up needing the freeze later.
If you didn't get that vitality, you would have already been KO'd by now.
Yep. This is about the level that happens the most. Well, this is one of the first levels that really becomes a problem in.
Yeah, isn't that your first pet brew in this stage? Wow.
I think so. We've come a long way from back-to-back.
Exactly.
I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do to hit that. Oh, presumably go in this path that I just opened. Aha. No, that's not. Skip it. I don't need the one up. I got plenty of life. What? I did something wrong.
That you did.
Was I supposed to make a line for that thing to go across? Oh, no,
Oh,
I
you were
probably...
supposed to hit that.
I missed a switch, didn't I?
Yep, that bomb block.
Oh, I didn't even see the bomb block. Well, good thing we have an extra life.
Nice.
Still don't see a bomb block.
It was on the right.
Oh, that one, way over there. Sheesh.
Yep. Go ahead and hit it and see what happens.
You guys have horrible aim. Yeah.
Now you're prepared.
Righty then. First we gotta hit this one. Oh, was I too late again? For crying out loud.
Aww.
Maybe I'll hit that one in advance this time. Thankfully there's a pit, so I don't have to get hit by spikes 7 times.
First you have to get in the pit.
Yeah, they do kind of have that thing there. I should really hit the switch first. So that thing doesn't start moving until it's on screen. Must have just spawned it in way earlier last time, because it was like waiting to leave.
Right?
I feel quite silly if this doesn't have a medal in it, but it almost certainly does. Refresh my memory, do you remember if there was a place where I had to get past a green switch and then use a Kirby power last time? Like, I feel like there was, but I don't remember where that would have been.
Yeah, there was a big old block that was guarding a green... not guarding a green switch, but there was a green switch wall, per se, that you couldn't get through. You had to come back to that level later.
Did it have a Kirby thing on the other side, though, or was it something I could get on a complete playthrough?
A Kirby medal?
Like, did I need a Kirby power to get through it?
Oh, no.
Because I know there are 3 or 4 levels that I can now get medals in with switches. It is the second remix of this theme ever, and then there've been none since it. Poor Orange Ocean doesn't get the love it deserves. Up. Gosh, these guys are quite antagonistic. Beam? Have I seen Beam yet?
Nope.
I was gonna say, I can't have seen Beam, it would have been in the water.
So,
These guys can't swim. Hello.
how about the impossible move that the fat guy posted today? I can't believe it took him less than 10 resets to get those both done.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought through the implications of what it would take to fight that Dry Bones fight without, like, you know, FP or something. I mean, the real strat would be use Bomb Squad to hit all 5 of them at once. But that would require a lot of super guarding with both characters out. It'd also be pretty much impossible because you would have to do only jump damage on the back ones. Yeah, for context, impossible mode is a challenge run. Oh, I had the foresight to not hit that.
Yeah, I'll pick up from here. So basically, Impossible Mode is a challenge mode that Fat Guy 703 developed for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. You can't heal, you can't use ins, you can't use items, you can't use special moves, and you also can't normal guard.
And you can't switch partners.
During battle. You also cannot upgrade anything except BP, and you cannot equip any badges. It's basically level 0, but with a bunch of ridiculous restrictions. And the only way to get your HP and stats up is to either get hard and flower drops or level up.
Despite ostensibly being something that one does after one is very familiar with the game and just wants to do things like using just the basest of the knowledge of the enemy AI and so forth, and rely mostly on super guarding skill and, I don't know, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, Fat Guy decided
I don't know why people insist to this day on making that their first challenge run. That I'll never understand.
Yeah, pretty sure Fat Guy did the same thing. Oh yeah, you also can't upgrade partners, and you can't,
Oh, I needed that.
It's really ridiculous.
Tell me I can
aggressive.
respawn that guy.
It's impressive seeing it in action, but actually doing it? No, I could not.
Oh boy, this room. I'm sure you remember this room, Dark. I can't have been the only one that had trouble getting this to work.
This... Considering my current memory on the remix of Orange Ocean is 0, and I'm listening to it deeply right now, and I'm thinking, yeah, no wonder why there hasn't been any others, because this one I'm not feeling.
It's just canvas curse, man. Yeah, yeah. Furthermore, I'm blocked off from the spikes, so I can't even kill myself there. There better be a pit in here somewhere. I don't even remember what I'm supposed to... Well, I got a checkpoint. That's the opposite of what we wanted. Oh, great. This is exactly what I wanted.
Yep, now you have to redo this entire stage.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I had to do this like a couple of times anyway.
Gosh. Every game needs its one freaking collectible. This is the one for this game. I don't think there's anything that compares to this level of annoyance. I mean, there's one more I remember being difficult, but at least that one doesn't have to be done now. There you are, land in the middle of the platform, which is what I was trying to do the whole time. definitely admit that this is a weird stage to have an Orange Ocean remix in. Then again, so was the other one, a weird one to have a Grape Garden remix in, and it worked well enough there. I guess I'll miss both of these while I'm at it. I feel like I need Spark later on.
Just not catching a break, are you, man?
Yeah, I didn't need it, but this certainly would make this a bit faster to get through. What? Oh. I tapped the little icon in the bottom left there. I'm like, what? How did I lose that? I'm just gonna skip a lot of this room. Seems like this is a room that's big enough there should be some sort of sequence break in it. If you have such and such power. Gosh, why were those checkpoints so close together?
No trust in you to draw long.
Draw law.
Lines because Discord cut me off.
It doesn't look like that'd be any way to sequence break the end of that.
Congratulations, you got through the dash 2.
Time to do it again! Because unfortunately this one needs Kirby. There isn't even like a switch I can combine. Like there isn't even a blue switch block in this, so I can have an excuse to come back later. Just like, nope, there's no reason you can't just do this now. No reason you can't or shouldn't do it just now. Yep, that's not where we want to be. Get through this faster without stone, oddly enough. Well, unless you bounce off a line like that. Not sure what happened there. Seems pretty decent at clearing out the area below you, provided you hit it in the right direction.
If that's the case, I'd prefer Stone Kirby.
At least you don't have to do this in one continuous go. Yet. I think you do have to make that curve. Nope, guess not.
Oh.
At least we have spikes this time.
Now draw 0. Wait.
I do like that Like, I appreciate that the game still detects loops when you're in wheel mode. Well, there's no practical reason to do that. That little bounce.
Aww.
Now this is why I shouldn't have bought the Vitality just yet. Should have saved it for after this level. Oh yeah, a thing that I haven't shown off yet, but that is, I mean, like, just kind of a little feature, is that you can do the levels in each world in any order you want. You're not restricted to going left or right. I could have, say, oh, I don't know, beaten this level, then gotten the Vitality upgrades for the cold course. Dang it! I keep just, like, having my lines come out at the wrong time. I really need to plan to get over this thing here. And then have, like, a short line to get me directly into that gap. Like, this really shouldn't be this difficult.
Don't lose all your lives here now.
Now I'm fine. That's the advantage to not doing this level first, I suppose. One of these times, I swear.
How are you still doing that? Oh man.
Jeez.
There we go. It's not hard.
Now the last part.
I'll have to turn around here. What was I supposed to have done here exactly? Was I supposed to have just fallen down there?
Maybe?
I think I just made that more needlessly. Actually, let me check what's in that other corner. Surprise! A checkpoint. No. Oh, there's a cannon.
Oh yeah, the cannon. I forgot about that.
Here I was taking a shortcut. That wasn't actually required. And in fact is the opposite of what I was meant to do. It was probably...
There goes my own short-term memory. I didn't even remember that cannon.
Thought I had to do a 180. Did it so well. Unlike that. 180ing with wheel is no mean feat. Ah, no! The bounce!
His return.
The bounce off the ceiling. That was a good toss. Went like straight up and it just chucked me over to the left for some reason. Well, at least we've still got plenty of lives. I'm surprised I have as many as I am. Am I getting a ton of stars or something? Too close to the wall. Getting like 10 stars every time I go through that section, I guess.
You're definitely at a net loss, so just saying.
Yeah, yeah. Please don't hit that facing backwards, Kirby. I need every ounce of speed I can get. Shoot, I'm too late. Wait, what, does it make more sense to go down here? Let me see what that is like. Okay, not like that. Please don't hit wherever that checkpoint is. Okay, so yeah, I think just going down is the correct thing to do. Yeah, you just go straight in. I don't even have to draw a line there. Look that he just automatically turned around there. Yeah, this should be the last try, now that I know what to do.
Alright, cool.
Look at the screen, is just drawing the line for me. By comparison, I got through the room similar to this in Adventure pretty easily. Oh. Unless I forget the first jump. Oh, and there aren't any spikes. Great. So I've got to do this the slow way. Why would you actively take away spikes? Oh, come back.
Well, I just caused my fire red to freaking freeze while I was fiddling with my DS, and now I've lost a little bit of progress. That's it.
How do you do that? To freeze up fire red?
I must have nudged the cartridge a little bit.
We got one more life, so we got a couple more tries. If for some reason I am just like catastrophically unable to get through this gap once again. Probably missed it. I don't know, man. It's harder to draw to the left than to the right. That's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. Just gonna turn the thing 180 degrees. This will be the first time I've gotten a game over on this level. At least World 6 I don't remember having... There was one that was a little tricky to get. It's mostly okay. Guess we're taking the slow way. It's fast enough. That's probably what you were intended to do. I don't remember if I have to beat the level, but I'm going to be safe and assume that I do. I don't know if you can confirm or deny.
Off the top of my head, no, I can't. I'd just rather you safely complete it.
This guy just gonna sit slightly outside the range. So honestly, I'd prefer it if these things didn't stop when I jump off them. We'll get in position eventually. Or not.
You could just hit them yourself.
It's not as easy as it looks, man. sheer amount of blocks you can break with Spark. I feel like they're there only to be broken with Spark, and for no other reason.
Yeah, because why would a player just click all of those blocks just to break them?
Like a Spark is able to take care of these rocks too. Yep. Sadly, Spark doesn't get the equivalent downward move until Revenge of Dreamland.
Or the Spark Shield itself.
I mean, it had that before this. And it does still have that, it's just very small. So you might as well just tap the enemies, it's easier. What happened there? Exactly? Yeah, whatever, there's nothing left above me anyway. Except these blocks that I don't want to break. Whatever, man. Alright, let's go for the 3-up.
Seems like you might need it.
I don't think that was ever possible. But I got a solid 1-up. Somehow I'm back up to 3 lives, so I mean, should be fine. Not that this level is trivial by any means.
Yeah, you say that.
High
Careful,
winds. What? Careful now, it might become trivial. I said not that this is trivial.
Ah.
It wouldn't be fun to watch on stream if it were trivial, after all.
Yes.
When have I stopped due to something not being fun to watch? Oh, there's where the hole is. Hello, get in, please. These bubbles are just completely cutting off my momentum. Alright, tornadoes in this game. I always forget. You use it all up twice. Don't think you're ever required to break blocks with it either, unless I'm just completely forgetting an area where you do in this level. You can't tap these like you can those other guys. Interesting. Can you kill these with burning? You probably can. Nope, but you can invincibility frame through them. Oh, hello, metal I missed. I haven't missed it yet. It's yet another hidden thing.
Wow, did that actually...
I wasn't aware that you had to tap to get out of those. I don't know, it just randomly decided to hit me twice that time. Barely hit that. Yeah, this is definitely one of those levels that you're going to lose a lot of ink if you're not careful. Not that it's really a big deal, but like... Let's get the thing again.
Seems like you're losing a lot of health left and right instead.
There we are. Please be a cannon. Thanks. I knew that was gonna happen too. Oh, balloon. That might actually be useful.
You didn't specify.
If the wind was still here, this would be problematic. Whatever, I got up there quickly. Just imagining, like, blocks you have to break with balloon. You have to tap into them really hard. You have to...
Please.
Give me my choice of abilities here. There's been, like, 4 different abilities in this level. Out of the, like, 9. I guess the last one had
Gosh,
at
take
least
the block switch, I mean.
Yeah. Ah! I love it when he does the inner loop and then decides rather than to continue on, he should go around the outer loop as well. Thankfully, they know that section is kind of a jerk. Yep. Just as well, I think I needed the blue switch for that. Perhaps not. In which case... Oh no, I do need the blue switch. Drat. Does that mean I need to come back here with Kirby? Probably not. There's no way you would be forced to use the balloon for that section. It would certainly save time, from the looks of it, given that it's just a pure vertical shaft.
Nah, that's your challenge, jDacer. Don't use balloon.
That's when you have to just do little tiny lines the whole way. This is a Waddle Dee stage, if ever there was one. Or, you know, you could use balloon. Do I have 2 medals or 3? Yeah, I have 2. Both in hidden walls.
Funny thing, balloon is actually the most broken magic in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance.
Yep, let's get this one out of the way.
You also didn't lose the ability when you got hit.
I know, I was about to mention that. It's like, interesting. I've forgotten you don't lose it if you take the hit while in balloon form. Start racing. Alright.
Now that jDacer understands the mechanics, I'm pretty confident he's definitely going to beat DDD at his own game.
Wow. What happened to DDD, man? He's just not there the whole time. Also, I just dodged deftly out of the way. Oh, you do get 7 health in this. So this one respects your vitality increases, but the other game doesn't. Weird. Those disappeared right when I was gonna go for them, and I just dragged my stylus off the screen. That's my problem with this game. I can never seem to drag the stylus straight up and down.
Gotta focus.
Wouldn't happen if I were playing on actual hardware, not on a Wii U gamepad, where the edge of the screen doesn't line up with the edge of the screen.
Final one. Make it count.
I don't think I've ever lost any of these boss minigames, so this would be a sad time to do it now. I don't know why this one seems easier than the other, though. I don't think I was performing any better. I think DDD just rubber bands less. You win. Oh, Marine. Really stretching to get that rainbow name theme going.
Ooh, dark rooms again.
Should have called it Undigo. 2 O's. I really love this tune, even though it sounds like not at all like the original Float Islands. Okay, maybe... Kirby, please go the other way. Look at this just sitting out in the open. I'm just gonna play this by the top screen. Who needs to hit the lamps? I feel like that's the opposite of how I want that to be positioned. Just sort of inch our way over that. Definitely how that was intended to be done.
Whatever works.
Nope. Don't take a second hit unnecessarily. I'm trying to remember if this screen was the, I mean, this level is a lot of switch puzzling and so forth like this, so this is not unlike other screens in the level. I'm trying to remember which one you have to do the line trial on. Because this one I remember being one of the most complex levels to do that in. Yep. Eh. Not what we meant. I could just damage, but boost through that if I wanted to waste less time. Here's the first appearance of the purple-green switches, which are, I mean, just hit all the things. Please make a line. Don't tap the switch that's underneath where I want to make the line. Yep. All that work. Yet another blue switch thing. Again with the whole timing a cannon shot. At least you're provided with a very convenient way to to die there.
Second try, easy.
I assume you just oh. That or these bumpers are placed perfectly, so no matter how you shoot incorrectly, you just have to do the shot again. Ah, too late. Like, very much too late. I have to wait a full cycle for these because they inevitably start, like, right on the correct direction. There we go. one little burst of flame there. Say what?
Just F that conveyor.
Yeah, no. What conveyor? Anything vertically can be done faster with lines, except that balloon section. Most balloon sections, probably. It's like the one way you can move faster vertically than just riding lines. Like, lines are even faster than a falling stone, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, just missed the middle one, and that was the switch. We got the volcano.
Careful with this one.
Now we got the volcano stage theme from 64, which is actually fitting for once.
How nice of them to give you a pep brew right then and there. And a checkpoint.
Why do I not even remember this? Oh, that's a death.
Wow.
Wow. I lost so much progress. It'd be great if this were just barely impossible with standard Kirby. Like how you have a relatively tight amount of space to draw that line.
They trust you.
What is it if you get hit by one of those? The claw drops you and then just immediately picks you up again. Yeah, this level had one really obnoxious metal, and the reason for that will become apparent later. What's even on this platform? Oh.
Probably a 1-up.
No, this is part of the reason it's obnoxious.
Oh, it's the other enemy that gives you freeze.
And the obnoxious thing is, this one enemy, for some reason, you have to both tap and tap Kirby to get the ability. But I think this is actually required to get a, Did I miss the medal already? I swear, like, it was closer to this. Surely you don't have to keep freeze this long. Oh, yes you do!
Oh, you do.
Okay, so not that long though, just barely into this screen. Like, I just went straight through that thing. Normally it stops you. I should have taken the bottom path. I'm not even trying not to take damage, I have 5 health. Yep. Boy, barely dodged that. Like how the conveyor thing just like takes the path up into that alcove.
Hey, you unlocked it. May as well take you to your promised land, per se.
Even with this corner, I guess it's just here for decoration.
Hey, it's just the calm before the storm. You ready for your enemies?
Yep. Guess I should drop these if I want to kill them.
Gonna have to get the middle soon, so you may as well don't do.
Oh, well, I would have liked that. Unfortunately, I was standing right where the door appeared. Also, that thing didn't exist before I got hit by it, I swear. That was like frames. Glad I didn't get stuck on the wall there. This is a really fun level to just, like, react to hazards at the last second.
Yep. Keeps you on your toes.
Fire hot.
Yep. Gonna wait for this cycle, because there's no way I was gonna make that. Oh gosh, I'm still gonna be tight. Nope.
I'm surprised you even tried.
Yeah, I really shouldn't have. Why did I jump there? This is World 6. They don't give you a lot of time. Ow!
You try it again. Nice.
Boy, no joke. You can't go bouncing around before getting through that section. There's a reason that's entirely optional. Hello! Not the trajectory we wanted.
Good bounce.
Kirby's alright with it. It got a 1-up. Purely by happenstance.
If I remember this one correctly, it's a pretty long level stage.
An underwater long level? Who ever heard of such a thing?
A little bit egregiously, however. I don't know, it might just be me or my memory's failing me again.
Yeah, I remember 3 distinct, very long sections. I don't know why I even let that guy out of there. I don't know what I expected to happen. I need to be watching the screen in case there's some alcove I've forgotten about. I do distinctly remember Beam being useful at parts of this level, but I don't know if it's worth keeping the whole way.
Hey, beam useful underwater? I don't doubt that.
I mean, this is the only Kirby game where Beam would be useful underwater.
Yes.
Given that you can't use it in underwater, and I don't know. Excepting, well, no, neither of the Dreamlands with animal friends have Beam, so no other game lets you use Beam underwater. Oh, no, yeah, 64 doesn't have it either. Just Spark. Ah.
Yo, what's up?
Eh. You missed.
So, yeah, how far are we in this?
End of world 6-ish.
6
Halfway
out
through.
Of... Yeah.
Hey, that's level 16.
6 out of 120, right?
Yeah, this is like the start of the 3rd stage in world 6, level 6. So about halfway through the world.
I could have sworn last time we like ended on a stage exactly like this. So it's like,
yeah.
deja vu.
What stage is? Not really. The last one last time was Palatopolis. That's not much like this at all.
I just remember this one more.
There was a stage
This
like
style
this.
of level.
Yeah. That had a different theme in it though, see? Totally different.
The one that was close to this one was 4-
3-3.
level 4, stage 1. Oh, it was 3? Dang. Never mind then. God.
4-1 was once again absolutely nothing like this. This room. This is the site of the line trial that I had an untied world record for at one point, and may still have. Because who on earth runs this game?
Hey, there's always somebody who's running like any video game at any given time.
Who runs this for score?
That's a different story.
It wasn't even optimal. Like, I could have shaved another 6 milliliters off if I had, like, if I had done 2 perfect lines.
It's like in YouTube, I see these video suggestions to me. It's like, what's the lowest score you can obtain in like Sonic Adventure 2? And I'm like, 0, because when you die, your score goes back to 0.
Ha!
Yeah, like, what? Where are those for Kirby Canvas, guys?
Who knows?
The least ink!
I think to this day, I still hold the freestyle world record on one of the tracks for Star Wars Episode 1 Racer for the bottom.
the great thing about video games. You can probably own some world record.
And then you
In
can
Mega Man
actually
11,
do
the
it.
highest I got was rank 2. Never did get rank 1, but hey.
I was ranked 2 on
And then,
Big
of course,
Doug.
And then you could also break actual world records because you're at the Olympic Games, which I did several times for the DS version anyway.
I like that exclamation point there, as if like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? Just stuck on a loop forever. This is one of the most obnoxious sections to do in line trial, because you really want to damage boost as much as possible. Rather than have to use lines to direct yourself through this gap.
Yeah, I can see that. But no, seriously, I love breaking the world records in the Olympic Games with Warrior because of just how he reacts. Put that in the record book.
Ah.
Because Wario totally looks like the world record Olympic champion, doesn't he?
Hey, he could probably put a shot.
I broke the hammer toss.
Ah! I don't know if I was supposed to get that or not.
So, there you go.
Get the relay race world record with Dr. Eggman.
It'll be very sad if I needed that.
And hold it all the way to the end. Do you see where that is?
Doubly so if there's a checkpoint in between.
You should probably not hit the checkpoint then.
I came in like exactly when you're talking about it, but like generally, what powers can you use underwater in Kirby? Because it always seems like random to me. It's like, oh, you can use this, but not this power up.
You can definitely use hammer.
Epic dodging.
I was afraid it was just gonna make me hit it.
I thought I was gonna do that too. That was great.
Okay, Kirby, really? Really? Okay, man. Actually, no, how the heck am I supposed to hold this? There's no way you're supposed to hold this all that way. Okay, now I have to do it just for the challenge. I'm like, how on earth are you supposed to do this without tapping Kirby? For one, if you get stuck to the ceiling like that, I think, well, yeah, that was never going to happen.
Oh well.
Like, wait a minute. I mean, I guess the only other place you're meant to hold Crash for a while is underwater, so wouldn't be unprecedented. Yeah, just going the slightest bit down would have been enough to trigger that.
Normally, the weapons that, well, Kirby can usually use the abilities underwater that are blunt weapons or just weapons he can hold.
I mentioned hammer already, didn't I?
Hammer and sword, I would guess. I don't.
Parasol.
know.
Yeah.
Parasol, yeah.
That's a. Did I freaking lose that to the current? Yes, I did. Oh, am I supposed to die? Dang it! I meant to die to that block. I will pay more attention this time. The screen could have probably told me that was going to happen. That map that's just way over in the corner there.
Here is the map.
Where do you wish to go?
Where do you wish to go? Come.
Okay. Kirby, please
All the
make it over that.
underwaters, auto-scrollers.
If you're gonna be going super slow through water. Here's the final boss. Paint Roller Mark II. Out of boss stages. So clearly there must be no more bosses in the game.
Certainly not that artistic entity.
being very deliberate about this because these circles have very small hitboxes. If you want to trace it as fast as possible, you're probably gonna miss one.
At least on the Wii U gamepad.
That was the case in the DS as well. In fact, it was probably worse there because your hand covers more of the screen.
Hey, you say that, but I can tell you I was a pretty good drawer.
Better than Magic Mob.
This is true. I don't know if this is true or not. I haven't played the original in forever.
Well, when I tried doing
The
a
original BA
challenge, yeah,
Last
it
time
just would not register sometimes.
Last time I played BAS, just casually, Magic Mod was always a little bit finicky at points.
Love that air ride reference.
Goomba Storm is still the worst, though. Oof.
Ah! This one. I hate this one. How are you supposed to know how to draw this? There's like 2 different ways you can trace at any given point. It was a decent
I don't
speed.
know, Paint Roller made it pretty clear for you.
Shoot, I love these 2-parters.
2-parters are my favorite too.
Please hit these little circles. Walking.
Uh-oh.
First I draw a head, then I erase the finer details. And 1, 2, 3, a circle.
Every time he makes a mistake, they get closer too.
Oh gosh. That accelerates my near death there at the bottom. Oh, you do keep your
Look out, oh my god, he can't hear us.
keep your vitality in this game too. So it's literally just the the paddle one that you don't.
Or just the sub games.
Yeah, maybe it is just the level 3 ones.
Sub games in general.
But this is a sub game.
No, I'm saying like when you go to the
Oh,
sub game.
when you play them out, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Surprise! There's another level.
Welcome to level 7.
This definitely isn't a super long level. Oh great, starting with 3 lives too. I have definitely game overed on this one with 3 lives. So, we'll see how this turns out. To be fair, I am playing as...
The odds are pretty good that you'll be able to finish this game up tonight, or...
We have 7... Oh, there's much more to see of this game. I'm not done after tonight, by any means. See, Needless is in this game.
Yeah, but did you just miss a
Did I?
medal?
Oh, I
think you
freaking did, didn't I? No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was supposed... No? How was I...
You weren't supposed to hit the switch.
Are you sure about that?
We can go check. But I'm pretty confident you weren't supposed to hit something. Ah, I was right.
I'm still not convinced.
That switch that was after the spike, you weren't supposed to hit that. You were supposed to go in the pit, because it was an actual pit. If I were quicker, I would have said something, but I wasn't. Also latency.
Roll. Watching the stream. That's the one I was supposed to not hit. That's why I was confused. This isn't even the hard part of the level.
You best get your stars then.
I'm not usually crazy about those like collectibles where it's like, oh sorry, you messed up and now you can't get it again, you have to restart.
I mean, there are worse examples.
Yeah, there definitely are.
That's not what I meant to do. I don't know if I need needle necessarily.
I'm reminded of this red ring from Sonic Lost World that was just a nightmare to get.
Ah. Spawn distance for enemies is just slightly longer than it is in the average game, I feel.
I'm okay with that.
Conserve ink. Save it for emergencies. Then mistap the enemy, so it doesn't matter. And get off the ground, Kirby!
Does being above spikes count as an emergency?
I can backtrack for that if I need to. I need to! Yeah, I bet you 10 to 1 that needle isn't actually used for anything other than traversing this slightly more easily. Nonetheless, I'm still gonna pick it up. That's the trick there, just hug the wall to gain more ink.
It works.
Kirby does not believe.
Why did that
in
enemy
walls.
look like Starfy?
Yeah, it does a bit. Unless he's only in this game, too.
I feel like most of us only know about Starfy because of Superstar Saga.
Hey, I played the DS game.
So is my buddy DJ. He told me it's pretty good.
I've
I've seen some of the fights.
Is it not Japan only?
No.
The DS
I
one
don't
isn't.
think it is.
Oh, I thought it was one of those series that was just like all Japan.
Yeah, the DS one was the 4th one in the series. I think I've already messed up. Because ice. I'm not even gonna confirm that. I almost certainly already messed up. Yeah, I would like to play one of the GBA games eventually. I don't think they'd be the type of game that would take a terrible amount of work to understand in Japanese. Higsby's working on a translation patch for the first one, so I'll probably play that. Surprisingly, like, there's plenty of Japanese bookstores here in New York, and I don't think I've ever seen a Starfy game in one of them.
At a bookstore?
A bookstore, I mean, like, I don't know, like books, CDs, anime, all sorts, or manga and so forth, all sorts of stuff.
I wouldn't think a place like that would have like games or something.
Well, at least I fell in there and saw that there's a lower platform.
Now we know it's there.
Also,
The
look,
stars
0
good.
lives!
Yeah, those stars had to lead you somewhere.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice they were leading.
Isn't it nice when games do that, but then we don't even realize it? It's like a very Donkey Kong Country thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Follow the bananas.
These bananas are hints.
Follow the single banana one block above the— Oh no! Oh boy. That shouldn't have worked. And now because I'm inside the wall, I ricochet off the wrong way. Oh, really? Switch blocks didn't— oh no, here's the switch block. I guess that's— I don't know why that switch block was there, actually.
To show you what happened. Ho ho.
The question is, does it even save that I hit that switch? If I get a game over? Heaven knows that's not gonna happen.
Just collect 17 more stars.
The second you stop worrying about getting a game over is when you start doing, like, really good, you know? It's like, yeah, whatever happens, happens.
Link Gamer 70 gameplays, welcome.
Just 10 more stars.
Just gonna wait here for this platform.
I say, I'm already halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there.
At least if jDacer falls off, he's not in trouble.
Yeah, I do have a fair number. Yeah, here there are no death bits, only standard bits. No! Ah, oh well. I just have to do that slow platforming section again.
But you ensured you were 1-up.
Oh, I probably could have skipped this platform if I timed that jump right.
Really love that background there, wow.
You have plenty of time to look at it.
Yeah. It's kind of where your eyes are drawn in a section like this.
I mean, of all the tunes to have playing in the background of a level that's this interminably long, Rainbow Resort was the right choice.
What is it? What's that from?
Adventure.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't remember which way to go, so I'm gonna assume up. This has to be the last room, right? Have I already gotten 2 medals?
You have.
Oh yeah, right, that was the one at the start of that very long room I just got out of.
Just be careful with yourself now.
Can't go that way. Like these switches are like the one thing that don't reflect any show any changes on the map.
Where's Pink Babam when you need him?
Pink and green, but a bomb.
Ba-bomb buddy, we like.
There's a 1-up.
Help.
Not exactly what I need, but I'm not gonna turn it down either. There's a fairly non-zero chance I'm gonna die anyway, just because the next 2 levels are not exactly easy either, but they're at least slightly shorter than this.
I'd state you better take everything that you can get.
Hopefully not get such a ridiculous angle in my next bonus game. Oh, I guess I'm going around the loop again. Oh, I have lines. Why am I not just drawing lines?
Because you're in the fuzzy area where lines aren't available.
I know this whole area.
Touch fuzzy, get dizzy.
The entire underwater area. You can technically locomote just by Yeah, I don't remember where the switch is, but obviously once I hit both of these colors, like the pink switch or green switch, whichever one I'm missing. Once I hit it, I should have access to every part of this area.
It checks out.
Need to make sure not to go in the door before I have the last medal. Yep. Nope, it's just... I seem to remember the medal being in the upper right someplace. There it is.
Lower right.
Hidden pathways.
Mm-hmm.
Good old invisible walls. Even though that had a very clear indication you could go through that.
now we can finish the stage.
Well, it didn't seem too bad.
That was promising.
So long as you take your time, at least.
Ah,
Not like you had much of a choice.
10 inches short of a 2-up. Alas. Now I have to get the whole 4 stars to get to that extra life. I love the theme music in this. Like, frankly, better than the original Factory Investigation.
That sounds like a Robobot. This sounds like something that'd be from Planet Robobot.
I mean, Factory Investigation did get a remix in that game, but it's much closer to the source material. I'm gonna need that, I think.
This game remixed a song that didn't even exist yet.
Thankfully, I get another one. Nope, that's a Gordo. Never mind. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm probably
oh wow, it's
not.
that one Valley of Bowser stage.
Which one?
Valley of Bowser 2 with that long, like, rising yellow ground section.
Yeah, layer 2. Like, there's no actual name for it.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, I'm not entirely clear what it was meant to
Unnamed layer.
represent. Yeah, please stick to the ceiling! What? Oh. Pop. Just like, what the frick am I... Oh gosh, really?
Oh man, I felt that. Oof.
Wow.
I don't
That
know
was
if
a
you...
train wreck.
If only Needle can make you immune to spikes or something.
I mean, it works well for the Gordos. They're also immune to everything else. Ah. Needle was not ideal there. Especially since there's a second one I can pick up later if I need it.
I tried to think of a pun there, but I couldn't come up with anything.
The only
Needle
Oh.
ideal. I don't know. I can't work with that.
I'm not gonna hit this checkpoint. I guess I should.
the only pun that he needs is just need all. Would you like to have this L, or would you like to take the other L?
It's like, I freaking swear, Kirby, if you drop off of that at the exact wrong time. Why did I stay up there?
Oh no.
I think I keep the,
Corners, man.
Yep. Thank you, Lion, for sticking around. I'm just gonna keep going. Rather than get caught in that same area. I don't know if there's any room in this game that has 2 medals in it. Besides that one in Cold Course, that isn't really one room. It's segments of 2 unrelated rooms. 3, actually. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Oh, this...
Yeah, I gotta see if it keeps scrolling.
This is the absolute worst. Like, I'm not sure how you're meant to do that as Kirby. This is what we have second players. This is what we have other characters for, because that jump is ridiculous.
I imagine just being.
Oh no, what you're supposed to do is you're
precise.
supposed to keep Needle, is the answer. Which makes that a little bit easier. Gosh, I have to guess which way to go. How will I ever find out? Yeah, I should have tried to keep Needle. I'd forgotten about how
Wait, was that
precise
supposed to be
was.
obvious? I didn't see that there.
What?
Was it supposed to be obvious which one you dropped down?
Just look at the map.
Oh. Oh,
the
right.
one that has a hole under it is a good bet. Pushable mines. I like how I managed to break basically all of the walls, but none of the switches.
Hey, we do one step at a time, man.
We got out of that room with our 1 health.
No checkpoint for you.
I mean, there's a door. That's enough of a checkpoint.
That's true.
There's not really too much risk of death in the first half of that room anyway. Just falling in 3 pits. I don't know why here I'm deciding to take the really slow. Hey, there's a 1-up up here. It wasn't even remotely hard to get to. I guess they really wanted to reward you for not believing in this whole conveyor thing. Ah. There's gonna be like a lineless, a no-line section at the end of this. It'll be like, you have to take the conveyor.
Well, that was almost smooth.
Oh, I missed the metal already. I don't even know how I was supposed to get in there. Oh well. I have to replay the stage anyway later. I don't know, what say you guys? Should I try it again and try to keep needling for the second room? Or should I
feel
just...
like that might ended up just taking a while.
I mean, if I don't...
Hey, it's up to you.
If I don't keep it until that room, there's no reason not to try.
Probably liable. I don't know, you might get over in the process of trying.
I have 3 lives, and, like, there's not really too much risk to that one room. Well, I don't know, maybe there's more with Needle. I don't know, I'm gonna try it again.
Can't hurt to try.
Now that I know I'm supposed to keep Needle, I'd forgotten that. Okay, this Needle I don't need, and is going to be actively harmful, so... it's harder to get through this section.
Yeah, just fill in all of the, like, black and white circuitry.
These V shapes are working out well. Consummate V's. Surprisingly, I'm not running out of ink. I guess because I'm just getting so much air from that V shape. Ah! Well, I didn't get the checkpoint, so I'll try once more.
No, that was only half a V, Kirby.
I ran out of screen. Just bumping into that line is enough to get me going again. Up. Should have seen that one coming, I suppose.
Okay, no staircases.
Kirby doesn't believe in 90-degree 90-degree angles. Except these. These are fine. Whoop, didn't bounce like I meant to there. I am bad at V'ing all of a
Only
sudden.
45-degree angles.
All you need is half a V if you get the line to have just the right slope. It has to be the correct half of the V.
So either a forward slash or a backslash, but not both. Got it.
Ah, dang it. So close. I'm gonna try one more time. Last one for real this time.
For real this time.
I don't even know what that was. That had better not have been a 1-up.
What, that item?
That item that was off screen there.
Oh, that was just a cola.
Yeah.
Why is that cola there?
I mean, I took damage.
Seems like a weird place for it.
Clearly I need it.
Does that? I hope that screen stops there or something.
No,
It looked like it would just keep going.
No, it'll kill you if you let it. That's the typical Kirby auto-scroller way. None of this, like, end of level stuff. The level will keep going whether you want to stop or not. I wonder if that's like a thing for many types of auto-scrollers, or if that's like purely a Kirby thing.
Yeah, I'm like,
Because
well,
Mario
doesn't do it.
auto-scrollers basically never do that, to my recollection.
I've never played, like, I don't recall off the top of my head other games that have them like that. Though I want to say, like, Subspace would do that, but I don't remember.
Yeah, because it's basically a Kirby game.
Well, yeah, this goes without saying.
Oh, we don't want that momentum, Kirby.
You've got collectibles, you've got items, you've got doorways. Yeah.
Oof.
You got those, like, elevator thingies.
Okay, I think we're good. We've got like one more cannon? No, that's it.
The ruins was probably my favorite stage, honestly.
And Nick Boss, you got JD Acer playing the game. You got Orndom, Cario, Cloudy K9, and myself, Dark Mario.
That was a waste of time.
Yeah, but just call me Orin, really.
What an anticlimax.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can scale the wall. This was dumb. Why did I do this?
Regret.
Depending on which way I come out of this pipe, wrong way. I don't think there's any way I can get myself to turn around without losing the, the needle ability. Oh, except this. This works. No, dang it, quit facing to the left! There has to be a way I can face to the right without drawing a line. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can turn to the right. So
Oof.
dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll play this with a different character at a later time and get those last two medals. Meanwhile, space!
Oh, so spectacle.
Or it is always
spectacular.
That was not obvious. It was not entirely obvious. Yeah, this is the level that you tests. Can you stay in the air forever? I mean, you could keep a balloon power the entire time, but that's harder than just...
Funny, since earlier today you were talking about that P-balloon level from Super Mario World Jump.
I don't know how I didn't go through that. I guess it was just too big. Because this is definitely a one-way platform. Not what we intended, but okay. Ow. Yeah, this is the absolute worst room in the game to line trial, incidentally. And it is the one that it makes you do. Because, like, balloons should, in theory, make it much easier to use less line. But in practice, you end up with weird angles like that. And yet, I keep it for some reason. Get 7 damage boosts, though. Or 6. Haven't seen Missile in a while.
Man, it's like that section from that one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle NES game.
What? This level I don't remember being particularly long, honestly. So 3 screens. You have to hit that green switch, the purple switch in the exact opposite corner, and then somewhere in the one of the other corners is a metal. I don't know what the point of these mines is. It's not like you're terribly likely to get hit by them. I bet you 10 to 1 that upper corner has a 1-up on it.
Yeah, it seems like a big room to hide stuff in.
Yep. It's like, this is the one corner without anything in it. Clearly it must have something in it. Let's just launch off that. That's totally what I intended. We have purple switch somewhere. Probably on that little planet-shaped thing. This is what's left of the moon after that Kirby's Adventure final boss. Love the design
How
of
many
these little
games
blocks.
just involve the moon getting blown up or something?
Can't color. The missile just automatically blows those up. That's why they're here, apparently. So you can land that. Not that it matters outside of this level.
Between Missile and Needle, the wisp powers from Sonic Colors seem very Kirby inspired.
I have never actually used missile in this room. Traditionally, I just play this with Kirby.
Pretty fun, isn't it?
Insta-kill?
No. But if you get crushed by it, it is.
This game likes auto-scrollers, doesn't it?
Wrong way. Yeah, now I'm like out of line. Yeah, imagine doing this without missile. You might not have to imagine it. Because I'm gonna die eventually. Because you definitely don't need this. To my recollection. Love that scrolling background.
Hey, scrolling background with this remix? Uh-huh, I can dig it.
Yeah. Much simpler to just do V-jumps the whole way with Kirby. You don't look like you're moving nearly as fast if you don't have the missile ability. You're just like slowly bouncing around. Oh yeah, there's a Drashia in this game.
Earthquakes.
That item that we forgot to talk about.
No, we didn't forget it. It was just I forgot to mention it when we we did the multi-target
That's because
items.
it is that forgettable.
It's like a
This level
Thunderbolt,
looks cool.
but worse.
It's a worse Thunder Rage, yep.
Yes, Thunder Rage. Same difference. No.
This is a cool looking level. I like this.
Cool looking level.
Oh man, I should have said that about the ice level, shouldn't I?
I already made a little cold pun. Or
Oh, man,
rather,
beat me
not
to it.
intending one.
Even this final pre-boss level has a couple medals to be gained.
Only 2.
Yeah, because we have to have an even 65.
An even 65.
I thought it was a different number. I thought it was 50. It's not. The total number is 250, which is nice and round.
I mean, hey, numbers that end in
247.
5 might as well be even because they're so nice.
There are 247 medals in this game.
We should,
Ugh, prime numbers. I mean, I have no idea if that's actually a prime number.
It's not divisible by 7.
Dang. I was gonna say you should keep one of those.
Oh, it is divisible by 13, I think. 13 by 19.
Yeah, eventually, like after the hundreds, I stopped knowing prime numbers off the top of my head. Remember there was this like Mario World ROM hack. There was a level that like made you have to know the Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah, it sounds like a Super Mario World hack.
There's like just a bunch of like rooms full of pipes, and you had to enter them in the Fibonacci sequence.
It's Galeem! Oh wait, no.
For some reason, I was like, that background reminds me of like a World of Light map, but
That sound sounded very similar to like the Galeem Thanos laser. Oh, right.
Speaking of which, didn't that movie come out today?
Depending on where you are, maybe. I have not seen it, nor do I intend to spoil it when I do.
I haven't even seen the original movies.
Now I remember what to do, I think.
Yeah, not what you were doing.
What? Come on, man.
Man, Kirby final bosses can never have legs, can they?
This is equally impossible as when I was doing that Krakow thing, apparently. Hey, look, she can attack. Oh, or delegate the attacking to parallel Toronto birds. Dang it, shoot again. Just draw a bunch of lines. One of them will reflect at the right angle. I couldn't get 4 hits in by manipulating where she went off screen. Two with 1 tap. It is kind of inventive that you have to do this entire final boss in ball form. It's kind of hard to dodge some stuff.
It's like a normal Kirby final boss if he didn't have arms and legs.
Probably safe here. Nope, just kidding. Please move, Kirby. Okay.
Looks like I'm left with triple deluxe. I'll be honest, Nick Boss, I have not seen Kirby triple deluxe. I should at some point.
I remember when it came out, like, I saw a lot of people saying, like, oh, this is the best Kirby game ever.
I never understood that.
Most of the people who say that are probably just fangasming at the fact that nasty.
I mean, it had lore. I think that's what people liked about it more than anything. Robobot had strictly better lore. So, like, come on, man.
What you're saying is Robobot is a really good game.
Star Allies had strictly better lore. Possibly. Depending on how deep you plan on getting. Star Allies was an okay game.
I'm watching.
Dang it, the double shot!
I'm gonna be watching Cappy's Star Allies part after this stream's done.
Well, now
I had a random video of Cappy's, like, a Shadow the Hedgehog video recommended to me from 2006, and I was like, dang, he's been around a long time.
What? That's entirely what we meant to do. The trick is getting that art
It all works
exactly
out.
right. Go for most of this fight, you just want to be on the opposite side of the screen and facing the corner.
Helps that this ground is pretty much with its friction, per se.
Oh yeah, this is true. In this boss arena, Kirby stops a lot more easily. The paint is very thick.
Nick Boss, I don't think sharing lore Star Allies is entirely necessary.
This doesn't look too bad, though.
Yeah, now that I remember how to play it, it's pretty easy. But
Yeah, please don't bother if it's absurdly long.
is this that video that came out a while ago about like just like all the lore of Kirby up through now or something to that effect?
Evolution of Kirby lore.
I mean, Meteors also did like a bunch of smaller form things, but I wouldn't imagine that'd be what he's talking about. No reason you can wait to just post a link or tell me what you mean. I'm not, like, this is relatively low in attention capturing at the moment. Whoop! I say as I do exactly the wrong thing for that attack.
Yeah, this isn't... what's a hard Kirby final boss? What's the hardest Kirby final boss, what would you say?
Not this! I don't know, offhand. Would you hit it in the right direction, for crying out loud?
Wow.
How did all three of those miss in different ways? Hardest final boss. I mean, hard to say. I mean, Amazing Mirror has a billion phases. I don't know if that makes it the hardest. Return to Dreamland has a few phases. Oh, you know, no. Dreamland 2. Definitely Dreamland 2. It took me freaking
Really?
tens of lives to beat that the first time. Like, this was not... Like, this was, like, a game I played after several other Kirby games. Like, that is definitely the hardest fight. Hardest final boss fight.
You know, I was about to make a joke. I'm like, and then the final boss has a soul form, and I was just, oh. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it did.
I mean, I guess technically this was the game to start the trend.
Did this come out before Superstar Ultra?
Yeah, this was one of the first... Oh, this is the first Kirby DS game.
Yep.
I like how in this fight you don't even attack with Kirby. You attack only with the paintbrush. Or the stylus,
Yeah,
or your
and
finger.
then you have to actually
or what
hit
have
him
you.
to do the finishing blow.
Kirby can't really do anything other than dodge attacks in this boss.
Well, when you hit him for the third time with your stylus, you were supposed to touch him. Or her.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Never mind. Forget anything I said. I was just gonna show that off the second time, just to see, like, wow, look how much more damage this does. I was just enjoying the animation. Oh, what?
Enjoying good old 2D sprites.
I don't know, there's some 3D in this. Ack!
Or is it just mode 7?
Whoop, that's not the direction I was meant to go. It's cool. If you leave too many of those on the screen, it becomes very hard to dodge them. One or two, not necessarily the worst.
You know, I remember, like, well, at least from what I read of YouTube comments, everybody that ever mentions the Squeeze Squad final boss is like, oh, it's so disappointing. But it's like, you know, I remember, what's his name, Daroche?
Roach?
Like that second fight with it, yeah, Daroche.
Darn.
Like that second fight with him on World 8, I remember that being a huge pain.
Not technically part of the final boss, though.
Yeah, I was like, I remember that being pretty dang difficult.
The difficulty in this is not... It's kind of hard to tell which one spawned first. Drawing the line up in a corner just to make sure that the one in front of me disappears in time for me to not hit it. You were just gonna attack like crazy. It's like you're at a quarter health or something. At least these aren't Galeem. Oh, hello, you can hit behind me there. I thought it was relatively safe from corner fire.
Have to change the game so you're not too comfortable with this boss.
Yeah, instead just draw like an upside down U over Kirby.
Ah! Oh well. Because I have 7 life, this is really easy. He says dying to the next
lost.
attack.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hopefully won't need the 7 life. If he does that X attack again... I forget what the names of those things are. Little X-shaped things. Guess it's not gonna do it.
She's almost done. Oh, she is, rather.
Like how you see like bits and pieces of a lot of various painting backgrounds. And then we got a red and white static. Oh wait, I guess that's already kind of on the bottom screen. Or top screen, rather. Rather Geigersy, if I do say.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
Was pretty much static on that.
Jeff
screen.
fired the bicycle.
There was a null inside. Ness takes it.
Takes the null. There was an null.
Will you throw the null away?
There needs to be more Earthbound corruptions.
I love this tune. It's like the one original tune besides the Drashia fight, but like, it's a good one. As is the Drashia fight.
She's going right into EGAD's gallery.
Yeah. She's like now one of those random paintings that you can't go in on the 3rd floor. Oops. Princess Peach's castle.
Really nice art in this game, so colorful.
And now you can replay all the levels as Kirby with his feet back.
You know, is Kirby without feet? Isn't he just a Bronto bird then?
I feel like this wouldn't be the easiest Kirby game to traverse if you did have feet and arms.
But yeah, that spike area in that last level.
Just a bunch of very slow flying. Yeah, and the lasers that just constantly shoot.
Yeah.
You'd better have burning or something. I don't know.
Good night.
Maybe with the new air dodge mechanics, you can actually dodge through that, but I doubt it. You don't get too much horizontal momentum from that.
Thanks for the wave, Kirby.
Now we have happy, like major version of Gourmet Race. Ish.
Also, learn the names of enemies. My favorite.
Abu, yeah. This used to be a thing. Like, Dreamland 2 did this?
I like whenever games do this. They have
Or Dreamland
cast
3. Dreamland 3's bad ending did it. Maybe 2 as well, I don't remember.
only the bad ending, though.
Yeah. I've never seen the good ending in Dreamland 3. No, never mind. I've never seen the bad ending in Dreamland 3. Because you just have to get all the heart stars to get the good one. You can unlock the bad one for visibility if you get 100% on the file, but I've never done that because the boss rush is ridiculously difficult in Dreamland 3. Just so many random boss patterns.
Ugh, that's always the worst in games to me, when a boss pattern is just random.
What? Come on. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me that you'd rather have the Switch version of Tropical Freeze.
Yes, I would. It makes for more entertaining speedruns. And they're gonna play the game more than me.
Every stream we need to throw some shade.
My favorite Kirby enemy, 8080. Snappy. Yeah, I think they're only in this game. And I never did show up properly that if you don't tap both it and yourself, you cannot get its ability.
I've noticed with Kirby enemies, it's like, what's the first word that pops into your head when you see this enemy? That's what its name is.
Oh yeah, tornadoes in this game. I was just gonna say that every time. It's in 2 levels, in 2 screens, and only required maybe once.
Hey, is that the bomb thing that's in Smash Ultimate?
Hey, Boss, don't bother posting like spoilers or like lore or anything in the comments. There's no point.
Kracko and Kracko Jr., even though I thought they were the same thing.
It is not King DDD, man. King DDD is a ball, and you can't convince me otherwise. A paramatter, that's what they're called. Parameter.
Nice.
I like that.
They have 3 different. They have a parameter for which type they are: fire, ice, or electric. And we never saw the ice one. Or we never saw it attack, at least. Oh,
It was uninteresting anyway.
Gotten a whopping 22% completion. Because all of the medals, approximately, are in Rainbow Run. Also, look, I can play as Waddle Dee. I will play 1 level as Waddle Dee, and show more of the other characters off at a later time. That one
Another night in this.
I'll just show off the first level. Whoops. As Kirby!
You could-
No.
You could get the past level where you don't have the medal.
Yeah. I'm going to do that in the next stream, probably. Since there are 3 other characters, I'm going to show them all off, like, on a subset of the levels. Just kind of do a second abbreviated playthrough. I play as the 3 characters interchangeably. Now, unfortunately, you have to beat the game with Waddle Dee to unlock the other characters, if memory serves. Could be mistaken, though.
Like, through the whole game again?
Okay, I'm not really showing what's different about Waddle Dee by just dashing on the ground. He's basically way bouncier, though. Like, you don't need very
When
large...
does that come in handy?
If you want to make V shapes, it's way easier to bounce him. Look how little effort I have to do to keep him afloat.
It's also a little bit helpful if you want to get a bit further in the goal game.
Oh yeah, by a bit. I mean, like, you can very easily get way more than 2,000 if you get a good angle. But it's kind of hard to get a good angle.
Otherwise, you know, this good old Waddle Dee with 4 health.
Yeah, 4 health that can't be increased.
This is basically a no copyability run.
Ah! That's not the angle we wanted. And that wasn't even that sharp an angle. Leopard just made a
Wow, what is this?
sound.
What is this? The home run contest with Captain Falcon? Or Sheik?
Straight up in the air. Righty, so yeah, let me see if I can unlock the other characters yet. I can unlock one of them? No, this must be something else. I think these last two are the characters, but I remember one of them cost 20 medals, so I don't know what this is.
Hmm.
Or maybe I have to unlock this to get the other character. I'm not gonna spend medals to find out. And I don't have enough for both anyway. I'm gonna check the other
idea.
file. Yes, that is... Oh, hidden song. I don't even remember how you're allowed to unlock this.
Ooh, spoilers. These are the other balls available.
Yeah, this is also, like, very misleading, because it's not a song. It's like you can play through the game listening to the Nightmare and Dreamland soundtrack, if for some reason you want to do that.
Instead of remixes? Sure.
It's like... like, basically each type of level gets its own theme, I think. Because, like, I mean, there are only so many themes in Nightmare and Dreamland. Not 21 by any means. Okay, yeah, and then you unlock the Meta Knight Ball. Spoilers! Well, I'll get some portion of the way there, but I'm gonna have to do a bit of Rainbow Run to get the rest.
I'm just waiting for, like, you can now play as Luigi to pop up.
Please.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll probably, once I have all 4 balls unlocked, which I'm gonna have to do some Rainbow Run off-screen and then just redo it on-stream at a later time. Oh no, you don't get to see me get the medals for the first time. But yeah, I'll play through each level of the game, just using them roughly equal amounts of time and just showing where their strengths and weaknesses are. Less of the weaknesses, because that just makes for boring video. And to end it off, sub-games. Let's do another level 3 attempt. And yes,
Ready for that F rank?
you do in fact only get 4 vitality in this. So it is only in the main game that you get the extra vitality. And Rainbow Run. So only not in these. And I mean...
JD's picked D to D level 3. Now that's gonna be a task.
Yes, it is.
This is obviously works the same as that minecart game from Superstar Saga, right?
If you notice,
game in that? If you'll notice that I'm like way far behind, yes.
well, I'm saying that you also have to notice that you have in the top left corner of the top screen, or I guess that's on the bottom right for you viewers, it's lap 1/.
Oh yeah, it's a free lap thing. You lose if you're ever behind? Like at the end of a lap? Or do you just lose if you're...
No.
Well, that's not really how races work.
It is how they work in Mario Kart, man. Try placing 12th online. Love it when you can get max speed from 2 that totally aren't in the same group.
What, Mario Kart, the game where you can go from last place to first place in the span of 5 seconds?
I don't remember this room. I feel like I would if I had played through it before.
Yeah, this is a new room.
Oh, I got a lap. So are there multiple courses after you go through the laps?
Multiple courses, what do you mean?
Like how does
Like you get to choose?
How does the win or lose condition go on this? Just I finish and whatever my score is? That's what it is, or can I
No.
eventually time out or something?
I don't think you can time out.
I mean, I guess you can die to health loss, but that seems unlikely. Unless they just spawn a bunch of Gordos on the last lap. I'm taking
You
hits.
just don't collect
Just a wall of Gordos.
any pet brews along the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible to take damage. I've taken plenty of damage, but I seem to always be at relatively full health.
It's time for you to catch
Man,
up
I'm
to
kind of
D to D
hungry.
though.
This isn't helping.
I'm hungry for a donut and an orange at the same time.
And a green pepper.
Yeah. What was that we were saying about pep brews? Not when I blame on me, my stylus going off the screen, but whatever. And H rank.
New records though.
G.
G rank. A locomotive? Okay, let me try one more time and see if I can actually finish it, because this one at least has a defined, like, end point. Do I think I'm going to get A rank? Not even close. But, like, let's try to at least finish once.
Go for the medal.
Admittedly, I've never actually played, like, level 3 of this.
Is it as stressful as Mario and Luigi's, like, special move things?
Depends on the game. Paper Jam?
Yeah.
Probably. Bowser's Inside Story? Less so. Dream Team? Like, yeah, I noped out of that as soon as I tried Green Shell once.
Okay, I swear in Dream Team it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
It probably wasn't, but like, I wasn't gonna.
Green Shell is just the worst.
It's like, I was not gonna use 3D on my 2DS any more than I needed to.
Okay, no, Luigi Stack was arguably worse, but that's just because that move is weird.
That was such an unsatisfying move, because I felt like I should be able to ace it every time. It's just like precision jumping.
That move is so weird, because it's got its own, like, weird momentum system going on.
JDA was keeping DDD on his heels, but man, oh man, he was running into blocks left and right. Still is.
Yeah, this room is a bit of a pain. I feel like if you knew the course, this would be considerably easier. Oh hey, I got a half-second left better than last time. It was 131 something last time. What time you have to actually get to keep up with DDD?
Admittedly, going for all those single foods, and then eventually and a double is pretty good. But I mean, that's like a continuous track. You'd have to keep going on. I really feel like the trick here is to commit to a location, though. So.
I don't understand why I just lost control there for a sec. I did not grab my stylus off the screen that time.
You were clearing that section pretty well until you hit that block. I was about to compliment you without the asterisk.
Dang it. Should really be going for these. Ah! I keep missing these peppers, man.
Max some tomatoes too, you know.
Ah! Couldn't have possibly seen that one in time.
That's disappointing.
Well, I scored 300 points higher. Alright, I think we'll just have to settle for G rank. For Grank. What did I get on this again? F rank. Which is better, surprisingly.
You could go for the paint roller.
I'll do that next time. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. Paint roller takes a while. I may do that with the Rainbow Run and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. We may have more than 2 streams of this to go, depending on how long the second playthrough takes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll farm some medals from the first few Rainbow Run stages, and then I will show off characters next time, and then Rainbow Run to round off the whole experience. And at some point I'm coming back to Super Mario World Jump with a better emulator setup, because yes, it was my emulator! I am not that bad at Super Mario World, as it turns out.
I didn't think you were, and I don't think
I didn't think I was either, but I wasn't gonna just stop the stream 15 minutes in until I was sure. Anyway, this has been JDAster64.
And the couch.
I'll see you all.
The couch?
Yes.